Hello students, I hope you all are doing good. I am PV Lakshman, your guide in this video. In this video, we will discuss about coordinate geometry. In your class 9, you have already discussed about distance formula. Now, we will start with the section formula. So let's get started. The definition of section formula says, if you have any point R that is dividing a line in a given ratio, then you can find the coordinates of that point R. If a point R whose the coordinates of R is x comma y, that is dividing the line joining P whose coordinate is x1 comma y1 and the coordinate of Q is x2 comma y2. When you join both the points, you get a line, and you have a point R that is dividing this line PQ in the ratio m:n. Then the coordinates of R will be given by m times x2. The x coordinate will be given by m times x2 plus n times x1 by the sum of the ratio, and the y coordinate will be given by m times y2 plus n times y1 by m plus n. So now I am going to prove that. In order to prove this, we will drop perpendiculars on the axis so that we complete triangles, which by construction should be similar. I am naming the feet of these perpendiculars as L, M and N respectively. Similarly, dropping perpendiculars here and naming them as M dash comma M dash and N dash, we get two similar triangles. Triangle PM dash R is absolutely similar to triangle RN dash Q. But before we will find out the length PM dash, RM dash, RN dash and QN dash. What is PM dash? As the coordinate of R is x comma y, it is easy to see that the length PM dash must be equal to the length OM dash minus the length OL. So this length is actually equal to the difference of the x coordinates of point P and point R. So this is actually x minus x1. What is PM dash? PM dash is parallel to the y-axis. Hence, this length must be equal to the difference of the y coordinates of the point R and M dash. So this RM dash must be equal to y minus y1. Similarly, we can find out Rn dash by finding out the difference of the x coordinate of point N dash and R, and we will get x2 minus x, x2 minus x, and the length Qn dash must be equal to the difference of the y coordinate. Since Qn dash is parallel to the y-axis, this length must be equal to the difference of y coordinates of the point Q and N dash, which is y2 minus y. So we have written all the lengths there. If these two triangles are similar, then by the property of similar triangles, we know that their sides must be proportional. Triangles P M dash R is similar to triangle R N Q, R N dash Q by construction. So PM dash by Rn dash must be equal to Rm dash by Qn dash, which must be equal to PR by RQ. PR by RQ must be equal to PM dash by Rn dash, that should be equal to PM dash by Qn dash. So we see all the corresponding sides are proportional. We will name it as result 1, result number 1, and since we know all the lengths, we will one by one substitute in this result and we will prove the formula. What is PM dash? The length PM dash is equal to x minus x1, x minus x1. What is Rn dash? Rn dash is equal to x2 minus x. This is equal to Rm dash. What is Rm dash? Y minus y1. What is Qn dash? Qn dash is equal to y2 minus y. This is equal to PR by RQ. Now what is PR by RQ? PR and RQ are the parts of the ratio which is formed as a result of R dividing the line PQ. So PR by RQ must be equal to M by N. So there are three parts here. This is the first part, this is the second part, this is the third part, and all the three parts are equal to each another. In order to find the x coordinate of the point R, we will take the first and the third part. So taking the first and the third part, x minus x1 by x2 minus x, this is the first part, and the third part, m by n. We will solve this and we will get the x coordinate of the point R. So in order to solve this, we will cross multiply. So n times x minus x1 is equal to m times x2 minus x. So nx minus nx1 equals to mx2 minus mx. So I am bringing this minus mx to the left hand side and I am taking this minus nx1 to the right hand side. So what we will get? Nx plus mx. This is equal to mx2 plus nx1. Taking x common, m plus n is equal to mx2 plus nx1. So what is x? X is equal to mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n. So this is the required x coordinate of the point R. Similarly, by taking the second and the third part of that result, the result was y minus y1 by y2 minus y is equal to m by n. This is obtained by equating the second and the final part. If you cross multiply them and solve it similarly, you will obtain y equals to m y2 plus n y1 by m plus n. So hence we have proved the statement which I had mentioned. The coordinate of R is mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n, comma my2 plus ny1 by m plus n. Next we will discuss about Next we will discuss about centroid. What do you mean by centroid? The definition of centroid is the point of intersection of medians in a triangle is called centroid. I hope you know what is a median. A median is simply if I have a triangle A, B, C and I am given the coordinate of all the three vertices x1, y1, x2, y2 and x3, y3. If I am given all the vertices, then what is median? A line that is joining any of the vertices with the midpoint of the opposite line. The line that is opposite to this vertex is BC. The midpoint of this BC, I am marking it as M. So the line joining, any line that is joining the vertex with the midpoint of the opposite side is termed as median. As a triangle has three vertices, so how many medians are possible? Three medians are possible. So when you draw all the three medians, you will see that they are concurrent. Concurrent means they intersect at a common point. They intersect at a common point. This common point is the point of intersection of the medians of this triangle, and this is termed as centroid, denoted by capital G. So we will prove the formula to find the centroid of a triangle if we are given all the three vertices in coordinate form. Before I move on, I want you to know that a centroid G divides, see, A has a coordinate of x1, y1, M should also have a coordinate, right? So this AM is a line that is connecting A and M, and we have a point G that is actually dividing it, and it always divides the median in the ratio 2:1. You have to remember this. What is the coordinate of M? M, by definition of median, M must be the midpoint of BC. So the coordinate of M must be x2 plus x3 by 2, y2 plus y3 by 2. Okay. So now we will prove the formula for centroid. We will find the formula to find the centroid G. Let's assume the coordinates are alpha, beta. Then by section formula, which we have just discussed earlier, the point G, alpha, beta, is dividing the line AM. The coordinates of A is written here. The coordinates of M is also written in blue. Both the coordinates are given. The ratio in which the point G is dividing this line AM is given. So by using section formula, which we have just proved earlier, we can find out the coordinate of alpha and beta. What is alpha then? Alpha is the x coordinate of this point G. This must be equal to 2 times x2 plus x3 by 2. This is a straightforward usage of the section formula. x2 plus x3 by 2 plus mx2 plus nx1. So what we will get? 1 into x1 by the sum of the ratio 2 plus 1, and this will give you 2 and 2 gets cancelled, and you will get x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3. And similarly you can find beta. Beta is the y coordinate of this point, which must be equal to m times y2 plus n times y1 by m plus n. 2 times y2 plus y3 by 2 plus 1 times y1 by 2 plus 1. This will give you y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. So here you have the formula for the x coordinate of the centroid, the formula for the y coordinate of the centroid. So if you find this video helpful, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and do subscribe this channel. Thank you.